Some performers die in front of the spotlight. Others take their final bow just beyond it. Their endings weren't always caught on camera, but their stories still echo through every stage, every studio, and every song that came after. This is the final chapter in the series. The quiet goodbyes, the mysterious endings, and the legends who left us behind the curtain. Mitsuharu Misawa, June 13th, 2009, Hiroshima, Japan. The crowd roared as Misawa stepped into the ring. He was a national icon, a man who defined Japanese pro wrestling with his precision and heart. That night, he was competing in a tag team match, routine, nothing unusual, until the suplex. One move changed everything. Misawa hit the mat, and then he didn't move. The referee knelt down, calling his name. Silence filled the arena. Medical teams rushed in. Fans began to stand, confused, thinking it was all part of the act. It wasn't. He was gone within minutes. A spinal cord injury had ended the life of one of wrestling's greatest artists. For many, that moment marked the end of an era, the night the soul of Japanese wrestling died in front of its people. Lillian Harden Armstrong, August 27, 1971, Chicago, Illinois. The audience was there to celebrate the legacy of her late husband, Louis Armstrong. Lillian, his second wife, his pianist, and one of jazz's unsung pioneers, sat behind the piano to play a tribute to him. She began to perform, her fingers gliding effortlessly over the keys. Then, mid-song, her hands froze. She smiled faintly, her head tilted downward, and she collapsed. The audience gasped. She died of a heart attack on stage, in the middle of a song written for the man she loved. People said it was poetic, that she joined Louis in the only place she ever truly belonged, on stage, surrounded by music. Sib Hashian, March 22, 2017. A cruise ship off the Caribbean coast. The drummer of the legendary rock band Boston sits behind his kit, pounding out the beat to More Than a Feeling. The ocean air hums with energy. Suddenly, the rhythm stops. Hashian slumps forward, sticks falling from his hands. The band stops, stunned. Crew members and fans rush forward. CPR, panic, silence. Sib Hashian had suffered a fatal heart attack while performing for fans at sea. His heart gave out to the same rhythm it had kept for decades. For those who watched, it was the most tragic encore imaginable. Red Fox. October 11, 1991, Los Angeles, California. On the set of his new TV show, The Royal Family, Red Fox was rehearsing a scene. The legendary comedian had made an entire career joking about heart attacks. His famous catchphrase on Sanford and Son was, "I'm coming, Elizabeth," a fake collapse that audiences adored. During rehearsal, he clutched his chest and fell. Everyone laughed, assuming it was part of the act. But when he didn't get up, the laughter faded. Crew members rushed in, but it was too late. Life had mimicked art in the cruelest way. Red Fox died doing what he loved, making people laugh even in his last moments. Juan Carlos Formel, May 26, 2023, The Bronx, New York. The son of Cuban music legend Juan Formel, Juan Carlos had inherited both his father's talent and passion. That night, he was performing with the iconic band Los Van Van. Mid-performance, his hand slipped from the bass. His body swayed, then fell backward. Bandmates rushed over, signaling for help. The music stopped, the crowd confused. He had suffered a fatal heart attack on stage. The news spread quickly through the Latin music world. Another generational talent gone too soon, another performance turned into a farewell. Zoltan, a Swedish talk show, bright lights, live television. Hungarian pop star. Zoltan sits on the couch, joking with the host, smiling, relaxed. Mid-sentence, he pauses, blinking rapidly. Then his body stiffens, and he collapses forward on live television. The audience gasps, thinking it's a stunt. The cameras cut. Producers rush the stage. It's over in seconds. A massive heart attack, witnessed by millions. The clip would later resurface online, a haunting moment in broadcast history. Dimebag Darrell, December 8, 2004, Columbus, Ohio. The legendary guitarist from Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, was on stage with his new band, Damage Plan. The crowd was ecstatic. It was only seconds into their first song when chaos erupted. A man stormed the stage, armed, shots rang out. People screamed and ducked. Security rushed forward. Dimebag was hit multiple times and pronounced dead at the scene, along with 3 others. The incident sent shockwaves through the music industry and changed concert security forever. To this day, fans remember that night as one of the darkest in rock history, a night when the music stopped for good. Bruce Lee, July 20th, 1973, Hong Kong. The most famous martial artist in the world, at the height of his power, preparing for his next film. He had complained of headaches earlier in the day and took a simple painkiller. Hours later, he lay down and never woke up. Doctors called it cerebral edema, a swelling of the brain. He was only 32. The world refused to believe it. Rumors spread, poisoning, assassination, even curses. But none of it could change the truth. The dragon was gone. His body may have failed him, but his spirit sparked a revolution in cinema and culture that would never die. Bruce Lee once said, "The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering." He did exactly that. Some of these performers fell in front of thousands. Others died quietly, unseen, while the world kept turning. But every one of them left a mark, a sound, a laugh, a look that outlived them. They remind us that the stage doesn't end when the lights go out. The performance continues in memory, in legacy, in the stories we tell. Every performer knows the risk. The stage gives life, but it also takes it away. Yet they step into that light anyway, again and again, for us, for the audience that cheers, that laughs, that remembers. Because the show must go on. And now, as this trilogy closes, we remember them all. The magicians, the comedians, the wrestlers, the singers, the dreamers. They gave everything for their craft, and in return, they achieved the one thing every artist longs for: immortality through memory. The curtain falls, the stage is empty, but their echoes remain. Because legends never really die, they just take their bow behind the curtain.